I'm with Noah Hathaway here at Fantasia. Noah?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how you doing?
I'm awesome. Happy to be here.
It's really interesting that you ended up in Sushi Girl because you've been away a little bit from the biz.
Yeah, I was retired for quite a while.
So what's it like going through the transition from being a child star and then moving into adult roles?
You know what? It's not as painful as I thought it was going to be. It's actually a lot more pleasant and enjoyable, I think, this time around than when I was a kid. I think when you're a kid, too many people have control over what you say, what you do, how you act, how you look. And now I'm completely in control of everything I do and what roles I take and what I want to do and who I want to work with. And so I'm actually really enjoying coming back and being creative and acting again, and I'm writing and doing other things too. So,
and it had to be a total buzz working with this kind of team and crew. I mean, this is like a family. This isn't sort of a big Hollywood studio.
Yeah, that was part. I mean, they lured me in with kind of. I mean, the whole thing was a little really surreal. I was talking with she's now my ex-wife, but at the time, my wife about going to LA. We were living in Amsterdam, about going to LA and maybe going to pilot season and doing that. And within a couple of weeks, I got a Facebook at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning saying, "Hey, we got this little movie with Sonny Chiba, Tony Todd, and Mark Hamill, and a couple other, you know what I mean? And would you be interested in coming out of retirement to do it?" And it was just kind of this weird serendipitous moment, and I was like, well, hell yeah. So we Skyped. They sent me the pages and the script, and I read it really quick, and we Skyped an audition. And I had never used Skype before, so I was on a plane at 1 o'clock that same day.
Was it intimidating at first?
Absolutely. Like what I told Kern, I go, well, I'm going to go throw up and then I'll be ready, and really actually did. It was, it was a daunting task to, after 16 years, to come and show up, and there's Mark Hamill and Tony Todd and Jamie. Jimmy and I had been friends for a while already, which made it a little more comfortable. But yeah, I was scared as hell for a while, and then rolled up and fell right into it. And then when you have people like that to work with, you feed off each other, and it just made it so much easier. But it definitely was scary at first.
Now, what was it like working with Kern, first time feature?
He was amazing. I was telling him yesterday, I really think that after a couple more, that he has the potential to be a brilliant director. He just needs, like everybody, a couple more things under his belt and to really get going. And he worked great with us, and it's hard to be I can only imagine being a first-time director and having to direct, people of the caliber of people we're working with,
Do you have the bug now? Is it back?
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of what I think Sushi Girl was the kind of my reinventing of myself and kind of seeing if I had the bug. And then I did something else for another director, Tom Holland, which I absolutely loved, and that was kind of like we did 25 pages of dialogue in a couple days, and that kind of solidified the fact that this is what I love to do again. And for years I'd felt like there was something missing, or I wasn't being completely artistically fulfilled, and I really feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing again.
Do you still get a lot of buzz from your childhood? Do people still come up and contact you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And especially for the Never-Ending Story, it's one of those movies that people really, really love, and there's not a lot of movies out there like that are that heartfelt by the public. Really not. So, I worked my ass off on that movie. You know what I mean? So I'm very proud of that.
And special memories from the shooting of Sushi Girl? Special moments?
There were so many of them. Spitting in Andy's face, I still feel horrible about it. And then, there was a scene where Mark was slapping me, and I go, "Man, you slapped like a bitch. Hit me." And he slapped the crap out of me. And that was funny as hell. And there was just a lot of great moments. They had left me tied to a chair, laying on my back, and they all kind of went to lunch and left me there for a little while. And so there were a bunch of great little moments. But the whole thing was wonderful. I couldn't have asked for a better comeback experience.
Awesome.
We literally all hang out. Andy trains me. We work out 3 days a week together. Jimmy and I are, it's my best friend. So I couldn't have asked for a better experience. I really couldn't have.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. My pleasure.